Hello everyone. Today we are going to study Cisco Network Lab with how to configure, verify and troubleshoot IPv4 addresses. Fine. So the main objective of this lab is to learn and understand how to create, troubleshoot IPv4 addresses on Cisco routers using GNS3. Isn't it interesting? So the lab purpose is also quite interesting. One must have the fundamental task on Cisco engineering with IPv4. Okay, so also to troubleshoot IPv4 addresses as if assigned incorrectly, and to learn how to use the show command. So the lab difficulty is, I can say, 2 out of 10, and one should be able to complete this entire task in just 10 minutes. Fine. Okay, so pretty much interesting. Now let's go for the lab topology. So the lab topology consists of two routers. One router is having serial port 1/0 to be connected with each other, and 172.1.1/26 is the IP address from serial port 1/0 R1, and 172.16.1.2 will be from IP address will be assigned to R2. Fine. Okay, so one more thing that we are going to see over here is loopback address. Fine. Which consists of following IP addresses, and this is to be assigned to R2. Fine. Okay, easy. Let's start with one more thing, that is how many tasks we are going to perform in today's lab. That is, task R1 and R2 must have the host name as R1 and R2. The another task which we want to configure is simple and easy. Fine. Okay, so let's see. So task 2 must be complying of serial port serial interfaces R1 and R2 as illustrated in topology. Also must assign loopback interfaces, but we are not going to cover the first task as of now because we are using GNS3. Fine. Okay, the last task is task R3, which gives all the summaries of IP addresses, interfaces and subnet mask, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this consumes task 3. Easy. And let's get started with the entire stuff. Okay, so task 1. Okay, I'm just opening up the GNS3 lab project and assigning two routers over here, that is R1 and router R2. Okay, so let me arrange it a little bit, and then let me connect it with interconnection port, that is serial 1/0. Fine. You can see arranging it, and now I'm just going to type it quite a little fast to make it sure. I'm going to assign 172.1.1.6/26 and 172.16.1.2 to router 2. Fine. Also, I'm just going to assign some of the loopback addresses to R2 also. Let me type it out over here. Let me take a note, and I'm going to type loopback 10, loopback 20, loopback 30 and loopback 40. Loopback 10, 20 and 30 with IP addresses as shown in the PPT PowerPoint. Fine, let me type it out for you all people to understand. You can see over here the CIDR are ranging from 25 to 29. Fine. Okay, that is my subnet mask, 10.20.20.3/29, 28, and then 10.30.30.3/29. Right? These are the loopback addresses that I need to assign it to R2. Okay, so the same conceptualization is shown over here, and then let me start with routers and also start a console. Fine. We are waiting for the entire router to come up with this putty screen. Let's see how putty works. Slightly slow, but remarkably done. Okay, so I'm going in the configuration mode. I'm just showing you what is the interfaces IP addresses. So I'm typing do show IP interface brief as I'm in the configuration mode. You can see there are no IP addresses assigned. Fine, this is the first time that we are running, so no IP addresses assigned. So wait a second, we are going for router 2 and it's also running now. Okay, and right now I'm in enable mode and I'm just typing show IP interface brief. The output remains the same. As you can see, no IP address has been assigned, but over here I have typed do show because I'm in the configuration mode. Over there I was in the enable mode. Okay, so I want to assign a host name to R1, so that's done. And if I type host name space R2 in router 2, it shows me error. Why? Because I'm not in configuration mode. Host name command works in configuration mode. Fine. Okay, so interesting. Fine. So remember that host name command works in configuration mode and show IP interface brief works in enable mode, and do show IP interface brief works in configure mode. Now let's go for the task 2. Quick. So I'm just going to type interface serial 1/0 and assigning IP address 172.1.6.1.1 with subnet mask of 255.255.255.192, and do not forget to give this no shut, otherwise it will be administratively down. Fine, logically it will be up but administratively down. Okay, so I'm just going to type with interface S1/0, IP address 172.16.1.2 and 255.255.255.192. Fine, this is the CIDR and no shut. You can see the serial port has changed the state to up, means now it's up. Fine. Also, as you are aware that I'm going to type interface loopback address 10. So IP address is 10.10.10.3 with IP address, okay, subnet mask of 255.255.255.128. Okay, so for interface loopback address 20, I'm just going to type IP address 10.20.20.3. You can see loopback 10 has changed state to up, and now 255.255.255.230. Similarly, I'm just going to type interface loopback 30 and IP address to 10.30.30.3 with subnet mask, that is, yes, you are getting it correctly, 29 is getting converted to 248. So let me show it to you with the task 3. Fine, so this is do show IPS interface brief, and it shows R1 has all the possibilities that we have connected. Fine, so that was the task 3 that I have performed in router 1, and in router 2 it's pretty much easy. I'm just going into enable mode and typing show IP interface brief, and yes, you can see the entire output with whatever we have configured. Great. Fine. So with this, a lot of efforts, please do subscribe, share and like this, and also do not forget to share it on Facebook, Twitter, and you can also ask me any of the questions on the comment section below. And yes, if you type show interface S1/0, it will be giving you a lot of description on serial port 1/0 and describe you everything over here. Fine. And one more thing, I'm just going to share the document with you all people so that you can download the entire PDF from my Google Drive. So do not worry. Let me run this copy run start. Now what does this command do? This command is actually saving all the configurations that we have done in the router 1 and router 2 respectively to the system configuration. But you can see the first command did not work because we were in the configuration mode. For running this command, we need to go into enable mode and then type run start, copy run start, yani ki copy running configuration to startup. Fine. Okay, so you can see the entire configuration has now been saved. Okay, so if the entire router goes down or gets shut down by mistake, you can once again start the router from the same configuration where you left it. Fine. Thank you all. Thank you very much for seeing the entire video. Thank you.